What's going on, my fellow watchers? My name is Magnatrix and I welcome you to the BoobTube. Well, July is officially here, which means a few things. Warmer days, cooler days at the beaches and rivers, fireworks, and love. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good romance when I see one, but when you have been single for as long as I have, it tends to get a little depressing and frustrating. Some single YouTubers out there would channel their emotions by talking dirty to the girls they want to go out with. Others would write songs for them, while others... Moving on. And then there is one YouTuber in particular who makes a web series about how much he hates being single, which is entitled, I Hate Being Single. Originally created by Rob Hugel in 2012, he was inspired to make this after his first few months living in New York City and pursuing an acting career. Rob was also inspired by working as the director and editor of the web series Broad City. In an interview, he mentions what it was like living in New York, where some of the ideas for I Hate Being Single came from. And I quote, "Being new to town, getting over a breakup, trying to make friends or find my footing socially was full of ups and downs." Rob wanted to make a web series that was close to his personal experiences as possible as a starting point. He states that 90% of the show is based on his own life. And what better way to put me in a good mood than watching someone else's misery and despair. So without further ado, let's take a look at the very first season of I Hate Being Single. So the series opens up with our main character Rob, who is sitting in his bed making a difficult decision in every man's life, which is switching his Facebook status to single. Trust me, it is a lot harder than it looks. As soon as he does this, we get our opening credits along with a very damn catchy theme song which will be stuck in my head for years to come. That is some good music. After the introduction to the show, Rob meets up with his friend as he tries to cheer Rob up and bash on a couple of hipsters.
Look at all these hipsters. Since when did this neighborhood get all hipster?
What? You mean me too, right?
No, not you, Rob. I mean like that guy. Check out that guy's flannel.
I have a flannel.
Yeah, no, but like he's tall and skinny and he's got tight jeans on.
Alright, you're just describing me, like exactly.
Rob, you're not a hipster, okay?
It's okay if I am, just tell me I am.
No, you're not.
Jeez, when you say it like that, it almost sounds like he's in denial for accepting Rob for who he is. So after their little talk, Rob heads to his next location only to cross paths with another old friend of his. Apparently he feels bad for Rob as well and decides to give him an electric keyboard.
I was gonna drop this off at the Salvation Army and dude, you could totally use this, and I mean, maybe this can inspire you to good luck, Rob.
Unless this guy is cat pissed on it, there is no way this guy should just give away his keyboard like that. With his new musical instrument in hand, Rob goes to meet another friend of his, Shannon, who, I swear, for someone who works at a salon, does not seem to know how to get a proper haircut when she sees one. They talk for a bit, discussing things like it is okay being a vegetarian to how much of a bitch Rob's ex-girlfriend is.
Fuck her, she's a bitch.
Hey, come on.
What? She is a bitch. She dumped you.
She's not a bitch. She's an okay person, I think.
You think? Especially after she dumped your ass? Anywho, as Rob is about to leave, his friend asks if he could take her bicycle home, to which he reluctantly agrees.
Look at that guy.
Hipster.
Yeah, fucking hipsters. We don't like them for some reason. Moving on to episode 2. Rob's roommate tells him that his aunt gave him a package for Christmas.
Oh, dude, it's a Snuggie! It's a Snuggie!
Gee, I wonder if this plays a role later on. Wink, wink. Anyway, Rob goes to brunch with the rest of his friends at the local diner, but doesn't want to order anything, mostly because he ate earlier.
Well, you're taking up space, so you have to order something.
Taking up space? There's like 8 open seats right behind that waitress that no one is using, and you're giving this guy crap because he's taking up space? So Rob caves in, ordering a shot of orange juice, and after brunch he cross paths with an old friend of his from college. They exchange numbers and go on their date, and it seems to be going pretty well for the both of them. Afterwards, they go back to Rob's place, and before you know it,
Ta-da!
that rears its ugly head again. Why am I not surprised? Sure enough, the homemade Snuggie turns out to be a huge turnoff, and Rob's date decides to call it a night. Honestly, I wouldn't blame her, especially when your date is dressing up like a Canadian Klansman. Oh yeah, there's also this thing with Rob and this other tenant where they don't say anything to each other, so his friend suggests that he could say something to her first.
Hi!
Smooth, Rob. Real smooth. So episode 3 opens up with Rob meeting a girl on the corner who is getting donations to help educate kids in Africa or whatever, but unfortunately Rob doesn't have any money or a credit card to spend. After walking into a product placement bank to deposit his check, one of the bankers helps him out and really gets friendly with Rob.
Rob, my name's Rob.
No
Yeah. It means bright fame. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, you're gonna be a star, man. You shoot movies and stuff?
Nah, it's just boring.
Boring. I'm a banker. This is boring. These people are boring.
Or just softens him up just so he can make that credit card sale. And sure enough, he does, as there is a montage of several days passing with Rob and the banker getting all buddy-buddy with each other, but only to further his goals and to get Rob to sign several papers for his new credit cards.
Clever girl.
Hey, it's you.
Oh right, I almost forgot about her.
You know, I've met a lot of sneaky, greedy people in my work, but you take the cake.
Look who's talking, lady. You were the one on the street corner asking random people for their personal banking information for a charity that may or may not exist. But Rob feels bad and caves in once again, signing one more piece of paperwork. Episode 4 begins with Rob's friend Dom stopping by his apartment.
So what have you been doing all day?
Seems like a regular Saturday to me. So Dom pressures Rob into attending a party at Drew's place, and after a quick scene discussing untied shoelaces, they make it over there only for this episode to have one of the most awkward moments I have ever seen. Seriously, who the hell does this? Unless of course you look like the kid from Mask, there's no reason why everyone should look at Rob and Dom like this. Anyway, after Rob realizes that this is less of a party and more of a get-together, Dom reassures him that he should just stay and mingle for a while and eat as much delicious pita chips as he possibly can. After a few short segments and a bag of chips later, Dom decides to head on out, but leaves Rob behind as he plays a few rounds of Jenga with the rest of the group. After that bit of fun, Rob decides to leave.
Don't you want to hang around? I thought you were lonely. Dom always said so.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I always thought you were an asshole.
Fuck you, Drew. You're gonna take that from him, Rob?
Your get-together sucks!
See ya.
Dare you drop Jenga pieces on me. As Drew tries to chase down Rob, he trips over his own shoelaces, resulting in a slow-mo shot.
What do you want to be yet?
I would have said timber myself, but that's good enough. In episode 5, we see Rob, who is asking an old classmate of his from elementary school on Facebook. Why sure, that's not creepy at all. And realizes that he needs to buy new underwear for his date. Realizing that every single piece of underwear is too big for him, he goes for the kid-size underwear and...
Sweet. It's another Saturday afternoon I'm spent picking up children's underwear, right?
Who the hell are you?
Tell me about it. It's like the sneaking little baby growth hormones behind my back.
What the hell is going on?
Stop shooting the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not legal.
Yeah, well,
Get
illegal
outta here.
juice.
Illegal juice.
All right, stop for a minute. Time out, just time out. Is this normal? For two grown men who I'm assuming that they don't know each other just talk about kids' underwear? I know that Rob stated that 90% of the show is based on his own life, but I'm going to go out on the limb here and just assume that that part of the story did not happen. Anyway, Rob and his date seem to hit it off so far and begins to reminisce about their time in 3rd grade together.
There was this one time in 3rd grade. We were in a reading group and we were in a cluster of desks. And out of nowhere, you asked me, "Do you like me?" And I said no. And I don't know why, because I did like you. But like, I just didn't know what to say. So I just wanted you to know that I did like you. And I'm sorry I said that, because I was stupid.
Aww.
I don't think that was me. I would have never said that. I mean, I definitely didn't have a crush on you.
Bitch. Thanks, Dean. Well, after that awkward moment, they continue to drink the night away and head back to Rob's place for a little rumbling and a tumbling. Oh, yeah.
Whoa. What's up with your underwear?
They're new. These are all I could find.
I'm sorry, but forget the underwear. Look at Rob's body. The guy is so thin that an Auschwitz prisoner would look at him and just say, "Here, take my sandwich. Seriously, I'm good."
Wait. Do you like me?
No.
Ah, snap. There's some serious music playing in the background. And Rob is looking at another random couple, which could only mean one thing. Rob is going to hit up his ex-girlfriend. Oh, this is so dramatic. How will he approach this? What will he say?
Don't do it. She's not ready.
How did you know that I was
You gotta
gonna...
wait for them to come back to you.
You can read minds.
So as it turns out, this guy is part of a men's club called the Lone Sailors, where they help themselves and others get the women that they want, and they live on a boat. And they say it several times throughout this episode, just in case you guys forget.
And you live on a fucking boat.
And we live on a fucking boat.
Rob is introduced to the founder of the club, Captain Wolf, and goes through a series of training scenes which look pretty damn serious. But then again, if you haven't been laid in such a long time, you'll pretty much do anything at this point. Fuck off. After passing all of their rigorous training, Rob is accepted into their little seaman club, and the boat party is underway. Rob does pretty well for himself as he picks up on this cute little hottie, does a little dance number, and strike up a great conversation. So far, so good. That is until...
I had so much fun seeing that. So many, really big...
Oh boy, it's the X. Which gives Rob cold feet leaving the party and leaving us with a 2-parter finale. Alright, let's end this bitch with episode 7. We see Rob looking over the city landscape as he proclaims to the entire world his new purpose in life.
Lots of people. But my friends are all gone. And Laura. Well, I'm gonna get her back. I'm gonna get her back. Because our love isn't dead as long as I believe in it. And I'm gonna be a boyfriend. You hear me, New York? I'm gonna be a boyfriend because I'm not giving up. I'm still here and I'm staying. You hear that, New York? I'm staying here.
Attaboy, Rob. Do it for all those lonely bastards out there. So Rob contacts his ex-girlfriend Laura on Facebook to meet up for lunch. And she heartily agrees. Their conversation goes pretty well up until Rob asks if they could hook up again. Unfortunately, Laura is already seeing Eddie.
Eddie's your boyfriend?
Yeah, that Eddie. Which makes Rob do the unthinkable. And that is... an all-you-can-eat meat spin montage. Man, look at him go! Oh, Rob, you magnificent bastard.
You gonna fight me?
No, but you're not a cool person.
So after that meeting montage is over, Rob tells Dom that eating all of that daily goodness felt so fulfilling. So fulfilling that the girl Rob met from last night just so happens to cross his path, and he tells her all about it.
And I went out and I had all this meat and I just went crazy. I just went on a smorgasbord buffet and it was just awesome. Do you want to like go out?
I'm actually a vegan. So
Yeah.
Really? That's it? God damn it, this series is not that bad. Of course, there are a few minor gripes that I had with this. Like you never know the names of Rob's friends at first, or everyone Rob meets up with again on the sidewalk just so happens to be right around the corner. But there are a lot of positive things about this, like the comedy being sharp and quick. The soundtrack to this is absolutely great, and none of the side characters in here never felt wasted. Well, I guess Rob has the Upright Citizens Brigade to thank for that. And as for my overall rating for Season 1 of I Hate Being Single, it is without a doubt a solid 4 out of 5. He is also currently in his second season, which I will get into some other time. Well, I don't know about you guys, but watching that eating montage surely does work up an appetite just to drown out my lonely sorrows. If you guys want to know more about Rob Hugel or the rest of the series about I Hate Being Single, you can click this box right here to know a little bit more about them. My name is Megatrex, and I'll see you guys next time on the BoobTube.